scenes, and I stopped my broadcast. So that wasn't the smartest thing in the world to do. But I'm gonna hop on some PUBG anyways. Probably get my ass kicked, but we'll see what happens. See what the fuck happens. Why does it feel like it's so low? Probably gonna warm up little. Yeah, man. Warm up little TDM. See what we can get into. Warm the aim up, and then try to get into some solos. Oh, why did you do that? My fault. I'm just reading something over here, but no, absolutely not. God, bro, why do I have this gun right now? It's actually a good thing I recognize. Alright, my team is getting torched before I got here, so. How? Somehow. Bro, how? Oh, no, I don't know. Bro, this SMG just not the move. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Oh my lord. You got a good little position over there. Oh, bro, he was... Alright, first game. That map is awful. It's not my fault. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the soundtrack is unnecessary. Doesn't it go straight into another thing, or do I have to exit and reload every time? I thought it went straight into another, you know what I mean? Game. I gotta get Arena Breakout back. My boy at work has been playing that game, chat, and I keep wanting to play it. But I just never download it. Uh-oh, a 1v1, dude? Hopefully I don't get my ass kicked. Damn, bro, we ready or what? Like, what is going on here? There's only so long I can ignore chat. We gotta get going, man. Damn. Yeah, I might have to. What's going on here, man? There's just nobody online. I don't know what we're doing here. Woo! I might play casuals to warm up, guys, because this is... Oh, wait, we're getting some people here. Hopefully the game will start soon. Oh, here we go. Thank goodness, you guys. I'm so stupid for that. Yeah, it's fart in your fucking face. How you like that? How's it going, chat? How's it going? Where is everybody at? Bro, where? What the hell? Where am I getting shot from? Cheap. Alright, man. Alright. Bro! What am I doing here right now? I hate that gun with a passion. Watch me fail with this one, too. Much better, much better. Oh my god, of course. He was fucking invincible for like the first 4 shots, of course. They're just, yeah, man. They're just walking us down, buddy. Bro, wow. Why does this... I don't play much team deathmatch in this game, I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like this feels so much different. He's up there. Oh, yo. This sucks when you don't know these maps, man. Come on, man. They're just always to the left of me somewhere, right as the dude I'm looking at is hopping up. Like, come on. Why am I lagging? From where, dude? Like, I'm just... Bro, I feel like the TTK in this is higher than online because that is like, what? Point blank, bro. Just took like 8 shots to the chest. I know I'm not the best shot in the world, but come on, dog. Damn, we got cooked. Damn, we got cooked. That dude just, what? Oh my god, the invincibility bullshit, like, come on. I think I got a better idea. Yeah, I beat you though. Yeah, I would, bro, and we can run it live. You know it, you dirty dog. Check this shit out. Imagine. Bro, like, I'm running around, like, back and forth, chasing shots, and by the time I get there, there's just never anybody there. That's how you do it. Woo! Play any casualties? Nah. I've been saving them. I was like... Hopefully. We have to film videos today too, for sure. MP5 for every shot from that distance? Jeez, that guy's good, huh? Okay. I missed my flick. Oh, come on. What am I doing? Oh, this isn't even loaded either. I'm retarded. Wow. With me playing like absolute Schneiser as well.
Vamos, que esta la ganamos, la ganamos.
Bro, that was 2 shots in that dude's head. They just don't, Bro, I'm not good at this game. That's the problem. No. I mean, I should at some point, but it's kind of deflating not being able to get my other account back. Oh, sorry. Starting to warm up. Starting to kind of understand these spawns too. Alright. What are the odds of that, huh? Dude. I don't know about all that. Oh, level 1 too. Bet you that guy's legit. Actually, he does seem kind of bad. But I don't know. I feel like I just put a lot of bullets in that, brother. Of course, didn't die to the guy I was shooting at. Come on, man. about to say, like, what? Bro, where is that dude? And how is he missing every single shot he takes? Some universe. Barrel M762. I don't know how people use that gun. It's like the better I do, the worse my team does. Damn. Yeah, team deathmatch is not that fun, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it takes a lot more bullets to kill people than in actual drops. Play some solos.
I don't know who's cooking at Porsche, but do not interrupt that man's kitchen because he's serving up something crazy. Porsche has the audacity, in a day and age where emission regulations are getting stricter, to not only release a new gas engine, but get this, has more cylinders than a Bugatti. That's right, why have a W16 or a V16 when you can have a W18? And this is going to be a true W engine, not the chunky staggered VR design that the W16 and the Chiron and Veyron were. This means that it is 3-cylinder banks, 6 cylinders each, forming a beautiful and very visible letter W. This
Holy
engine,
mackerel.
3 inline sixes, also means it's going to be engine balanced phenomenally. There's a part of me wondering if some engineer at Porsche has been watching my shorts and said to themselves, yo, let's make an 18-cylinder production car that also is a true W and perfectly balanced, and that's going to make this guy look like such a clown. And a clown I am. I've never been more excited to be so wrong about the future. It turns out, even in this emission-regulated hellscape, we might actually see a legitimate production car with 18 cylinders. Huge W for the car, and he's literally a
Yo, Gareth Bale is so nasty.
With Zen, the RB will always make more power, more efficiently than 2J will always. We'll stroke out a 2.6 to a 2.8, take that exact same turbo, put it on a 2J, same boost, the RB makes more power every time. No Jay-Z will keep up. The RB26 will make 1,000 horsepower with little to no effort. The issue is it can't hold it very long. The 2J will actually take more effort to make the power from like a turbo perspective, right? From an efficiency perspective, it just could take it forever. That's the difference. Pound of boost for pound of boost, 26 is a better motor. The RB will always make more power, more efficiently than 2J will always. We'll stroke out a 2.6 to a 2.8, take that exact same turbo, put it on a 2J, same boost, the RB makes more power every time. Is that a 2013 Viper GTS?
Damn, bro, it's just not I'm not able to find a game, huh?
This one I believe is about 140, 145. Oh, really? What I love about this one, it's a manual transmission. It feels automatic, I guess. There you go. Is that a 2013 Viper GTS with a manual transmission? Yeah, this is a Viper, I didn't realize. How much is this? This one I believe is about 140, 145. Oh, really? What I love about this one, it's a manual transmission. It feels automatic, I guess. There you go. Is that a 2013 Viper GTS with a manual transmission? Yeah, this is a Viper, I didn't realize. How much is this? This one I believe is about 140, 145. Oh, really? What I love about this one, it's a manual transmission. It feels automatic, I guess. There you go. Is that a 2013 Viper GTS with a manual transmission? Yeah, this is a Viper, I didn't realize. How much is this? This one I believe is about 140, 145. Oh, really? What I love about this one, it's a manual transmission. It feels automatic, I guess. There you go. Is that a 2013
Bro, like, why is there just nobody in the world playing PUBG right now? What is going on? Is there no solos anymore?
This one I believe is about 140, 145.
See if we can get some squads, maybe.
Ready to win big with Zen? In the Win with Zen sweepstakes, you can win with. When I left this morning, the stuff wasn't here. You and your friends clean up the wall. What? You heard me. Clean it up. Now, you see this folder? I've watched y'all lose games on that ragged ball court. This folder determines whether y'all have boots with rims and nets or broken backboards. So y'all gonna take some pride where you live. You hear me? And stop acting like you don't have the home training I know you got. Get off the court. You ain't moving then? Clean up the wall. That's for cleaning supplies. Bring me your bag of candy corn, get yourself something. And bring me my change. How you know no way I can never clean the tags off the wall? Bribe them with candy corn. You got something for me? Maybe. Now one shot. When I left this morning, 102 million. Your initial investment compounded net of
Ew, man.
17 million.
More people are playing team deathmatch in this game than third-person squads. Like, are you joking? Oh, God, bro. What do we do now? That's gross, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know why I can't find any games. is some weird shit. And it just worked first try. So I was like, click, okay. All right. After this game chat, I'm probably gonna make some food, have some breakfast, or well, lunchish, kind of. Start working on video, so it's probably my last game while I'm live. Not a productive stream this time. Yo, kid, mad ugly. English next time. Watch this, bro. Watch this right here, bro. 30 kill chicken din din for the boys. I need it for now, just in case I run out of ammo on this. Come on, bro. I can't find any more 5.5. Oh, wow. How'd I walk by that? Come on, bro. Bet I need 5.5 before I do anything. Oh, I don't want that piece of shit. Following, bruv. Got 30 bullets to my name. Oh my god, it's a whole team. This guy pushed the whole team by himself. Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Oh my god, I knew I shouldn't have followed him. Why can't we just get solos? Like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, we know. Can't fucking load into a solo game is what I can't do. Oh yes. Yeah, bro, so get on. What the hell? It's not like I'm keeping you off. We got content to film, we got shit to edit, we got shit to do. Feel free to get on. Have a reliable teammate at least, Jesus. I bring you dinners, yeah, right. Bring me a hot meal. How about that? Cook me some food and bring it to my stream setup. Here we go, bro. Here we go, dude. Let's go to Villa, why not? Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll go right here. Ba 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 ba. They all went to Villa. I thought one of them, two of them were gonna come here. Okay. Oh god, the lag isn't feeling great. Oh yes. Maybe that's why I was having so many issues. Do 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 do. Bro, my ping is at 644 right now. Stealing my kills. right click on loot. Yeah, bro, I'm running like 120 ping right now. And my stream is running like shit. I don't know why this all of a sudden is actually, I mean, it's not running too bad. Inventory. Oh, I didn't even know they added that. Let's go die. Where are these dudes? It's not even gonna matter, bro. Almost 92 ping is like the lowest I'm getting right now. Probably because I'm live on stream. Damn, bro, it's all the way on the other side of the map. It's a good thing I just started to leave. Oh, what in the hell? Running good? Alright, bet. As long as it looks good to the viewer. Oh, shit! Not bad. I meant to do that. Come on! Ah, shit. I'm not even close to being there. Ready? Boom, what a gap. I wonder how many people have heard me drive by. Just been like, nah. It's pretty cinematic. Yo, I can't. Yo, oh, yo. Like, you've got to be kidding me right now. Like, and somebody's like, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, that's so crazy. I'm done, bro. I literally looked at the train for 2 seconds and looked back, and my guy was just through the air. Like, I don't even understand. Oh my lord. I am done with this game, bro. Runs like shit. Can't find a fucking lobby. The ping is terrible. Like, oh my god. Oh, I can't believe that. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna make some eggs quick, but in the meantime, what I'm gonna do, set you guys up with a little video. And I know just the one. What's up, everybody? You're back on Double X. There you guys go. I'll be back. I'm aggravated. I think I've made a little bit of driving content on the channel before and some live streams and stuff, but I've never posted a video about it. But I'm super into racing, and I've been on a sim racing kick recently. And I just finished watching Rush. If you guys haven't seen it, it's an amazing movie. It's an F1 movie about the rivalry between James Hunt and Niki Lauda. One of the most inspirational movies I've ever seen in my life. I know a lot of people complained about it, but I loved it. After seeing it, my interest was piqued on the Nürburgring, specifically the Nordschleife or North Loop, if you guys didn't know that. So obviously I can't fly out to Germany and I don't have a race car, so what's the next best thing? Motorsport. So here we are. I'm not racing anything. This is a track, like a track day test drive. I just want to see what the track is like. And as you can see, I'm bringing out the 370Z, man. This thing is beautiful. It was originally a drift car, but I transformed it into a little track car. I'm on soft tires, so hopefully I'll have a decent amount of grip. And I don't know, we'll see if we can get some decent laps going. Alright, man. Oh. Alright, man. I'm so excited for this. Woo! I am a terrible driver, so you guys know. I'm very used to Forza Horizon and things like that, so the sim aspect of this is different for me. First thing I'm noticing, though, is how narrow this track is. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, what, this has got to be too wide, max. Can't even imagine racing with 24 other people on here already. Whoo, holy heck. Alright, not bad so far. Don't pick on me for having the brake lines on. Like I said, I'm still used to motorsport, so I was braking way too late when I first started playing, so these are on just till I can get you. I messed it up. I was used to Horizon. So these are on just to remind me that I can't be taking corners at 150 miles an hour. I am interested what my first lap time is going to be, though. I do play on expert rules, so there is tire wear, there's no ABS on, no assist, things like that. Oh man, let's go. Oh man, it's exhausting, I can tell you that. I couldn't even imagine the G-forces, the turns in real life would probably be insane. And this is only an A-class car. I couldn't imagine in an F1 car going 190, 200 miles an hour, whatever it is. Back end got away from me a little bit there. Car still thinks it's a drift car. Leave down in the comments below. That actually brings up a good point. If you guys prefer racing like this with rear wheel, all wheel, or front wheel, because so far in Horizon I usually prefer all wheel, but in this game I prefer rear. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. That's why I have the brake lines on. Oh, come on. I know the Mustang GTD and the Corvette, they've been battling it out. I know they got, like a 657, and the Corvette had a 652. So I'm hoping, I mean, I don't know what those cars translate to for rating in this game, but I'm hoping I can be in that time area. I don't expect to be there on my first lap, but woo! I can definitely see why Nicky Lauda wouldn't want to race this in the rain. And everyone else was crazy, and they're crazy to this day for doing it. I feel like if I was on wet right now in the rain, I'd be flying off the track. Oh, bad shit. Come on, 503. Oh. Oh gosh, thought it was over right there. Mind you guys, I am new to sim racing, so don't get too crazy on me in the comments. I'm learning. Ooh, it's beautiful though. Is this the Green Hell? Is this the Green Hell part of Nordschleife? At some point in the video, I do want to take a second to look at the part where Nicky Lauda crashed. And while we're here and talking about it, let me just say, bro, the part when they're scraping his lungs and that man is still, you know, barely whatever it was, like 6 weeks after, and he's back in the Formula One car racing like that is insane. The level of dedication, grit, and toughness that must have took. Oh man, most of us can only hope to be that dedicated or have that much passion for anything in life. Oh no. And then there's the other spectrum. The other side of the spectrum, which is me. Back reacting to my own reaction of reacting to this video that I reacted to. Too bad here. So I'm already slower than the GTD and the Corvette. By a long
Alright.
shot.
Let me react to myself. Live.
Alright.
You got
so
exposed in here.
lap we're
Buddy,
looking at
I have to
7:47.
do things in order to get exposed.
Or, wow, no, I'm wrong actually. 7:54, which is not very good. Alright, let's see if we can make some adjustments to the car. What do we do
Damn.
here? Custom upgrades. I don't gotta worry about staying in any classes here, so let's see what we can do. Platform and handling. Do I have the best of everything? That. Alright, let's see if we just build a beast here. I'm gonna put the best of everything because I don't know shit about actually tuning a car. That record, what do you guys think?
I'm bad. Put my plate away, chat.
6.5 or 12?
Oh, I fell my hat.
Nah, we'll keep it. Keep it the way it is. Throw a twin turbo on it. See what we can do here. I feel like I'm gonna definitely slide right off the track with this thing. But let's give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? That first lap was what, 757? See if we can hit that 657 in this car. This thing has got to be better than the GTD and the Corvette at this point. Because I know those are both production cars, so if I can't beat it in this one, then I might just be cooked. Alright, here we go. Listen to that, man. Hey. Oh, baby.
Alright, well, we on YouTube anyways. We might as well do some reactions.
Oh, I forgot weight reduction, I think.
Oh, let's watch the Sean Kingston video from Patrick.
Earning a #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 is something most artists will never do in their entire career. Sean Kingston did it with his debut single at age 17, but today he is in federal prison. Instead of using his talents to create more timeless art, the musician put
What did he
all of his
do?
effort into fraud,
Well, I guess we're gonna find
wire
out.
transfers, and luxury scams. Sean became so deeply entrenched into this world of crime that his own mother got involved, and now she is actually serving a longer sentence in prison than him. Then again, when
Yo!
you're 15 years old and sleeping
Nah,
in a
we're not gonna
car
do that
while
to
your
somebody's
mom
mother.
is behind bars for bank fraud, it's safe to say that the odds are stacked against you. Unfortunately, this is the exact situation that an undiscovered Sean Kingston found himself in. Sean was no stranger to crime during his years growing up in Jamaica, catching himself a breaking and entering charge at only 11 years old. But thanks to his roots, he was no stranger to the power of music either. His grandfather was Jack Ruby, a well-known reggae producer who worked with the likes of Bob Marley. Sean was inspired by his grandfather's story and saw music as a way out of his situation.
My mom left, it was like I was on my own, you know, and it forced me to become a man early and to get on my job. And I always said to myself that when my mom get out of jail, like, I'm gonna be picking her up in her dream car, like.
With a one-way plane ticket and $300 in his pocket,
Damn, that's
Sean
not hard.
went to LA at just
All jokes
17
aside, that
years old,
sucks
as
growing
he
up
slept
like
on
that.
couches of distant relatives and old family friends. He began posting his songs to MySpace under the name Franchise in hopes of getting noticed, and eventually he did. Record producer J.R. Rodham saw potential in the 17-year-old and signed him to his label Beluga Heights. Sean got to work on a full-length rap album under the name Franchise, but everything would be scrapped when his producers heard him sing for the first time.
And overnight, they decided to change the entire Franchise rap album into a singing album because this dude sang and they didn't realize that he could sing, and they changed Franchise's name to Sean Kingston.
This decision would shift the entire trajectory of his career. His debut single was called Beautiful Girls, and it released at the perfect time. Billboard had just begun incorporating digital sales into their charts, giving Sean a huge edge. Initially, he debuted at 83 on the Billboard Hot 100, but it would skyrocket to the #1 spot with the formula change. It remained at the #1 spot for 4 weeks, dethroning the Plain White Tees' Hey There Delilah, and charted ahead
Hey
of
There
other legendary
Delilah.
artists like
Significantly
Timbaland,
better
Fergie,
song,
and
though.
Rihanna. Rihanna. The success from Beautiful Girls would carry into his debut self-titled album, which contributed other hits like Take You There and Me Love. Plus, real ones agree that
I
Take
can't
You
even think
There
of
is
any of
actually
those.
better than Beautiful Girls, but whatever. The album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and was certified gold within a few months. Sean Kingston was the hot new up-and-comer with a fresh take on melodic, rap, R&B, and a sprinkle of Caribbean influence. He was invited to open up on tour for artists like Gwen Stefani and Beyonce, and even got to share the stage with Chris Brown, Lil Mama, Bow Wow, and Soulja Boy at Madison
Yo,
Square.
don't do that. First off, Soulja Boy should have been the first one mentioned. He's the best one on that list. Don't disrespect Soulja Boy.
In December of 2007. Sean went from sleeping in cars on the streets of Jamaica to performing one of the most coveted stages in the entertainment industry at only 17 years old. With fame like this, money followed. Sean now had the rapper lifestyle he could only dream of as a kid. Nice cars, watches, and clothes symbolizing his success as an artist. Many artists believe this type of fame and success will last forever, but sadly, this was the peak of Sean's career, and it was only going to go downhill from here. I've been looking to find the best deal on Thunder tickets, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Right now, you can get tickets to Doechii, Billie Eilish, Playboi Carti, and more. And not to mention all the great
Wouldn't want to
sporting
see any of
events
those
like
people.
the NFL,
Well,
MLB
Doechii maybe.
playoffs, and NBA. I love using SeatGeek, and with the NBA season starting back up, I can't wait to get to another game. Each ticket is rated on a scale
Sorry,
of 1
Pat.
to 10, so you know you're plus, and use promo code likely at Globe. Sean dropped his sophomore album titled Tomorrow in September of 2009. Much like his previous record, the album had some standout tracks such as Fire Burnin', which spent 21 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 5 on the charts. The album itself was much less successful, peaking at 37 on the Billboard 200 before dropping off the list entirely 5 weeks later. However, Sean clearly had an immense talent for writing music and found other ways to top the charts. He co-wrote Jason Derulo's song What You Say, which also peaked at number 1, meaning Sean Kingston technically has 2 #1 hits. He then collaborated with Justin Bieber on the track Eenie Meenie, which spent 18 weeks on the Billboard charts and peaked at number 15.
I had never
And
heard
this
that
could have
song.
been
I don't
a
think so,
great
at least.
lane for Sean to just go all the way in on. The life cycle of a popular artist is really difficult to predict. Songwriters can have much longer careers because they don't have to tour or maintain a brand, but that spotlight strokes the ego, and Sean didn't think it would ever fade. Unfortunately, life threw an unexpected twist when Sean was hospitalized after a nearly fatal jet ski accident.
I was going 75 miles per hour. And as I got close, you know, jet ski doesn't have any brakes. So as I got close, I tried to try to slow down because I knew I couldn't make it under because the tide got high. It looked like I could have I could have went under, but as I got close to it, I started noticing that the tide, you know, it was rising up. So I started going 75 miles per hour like that guy, and then I hit the bridge. You know, I hit a bridge and I tore my aorta, which is the tube that connects to your heart.
On top of his torn aorta, he had a broken jaw, wrist, and ribs. After 2 separate heart surgeries and 23 days in the hospital, Sean walked out alive and well. Sean worked hard to live a lifestyle where he
Oh
could
shit,
go
I
all
forgot
day
to
and ride
change
jet
my,
skis as much as he wanted. But now that same lifestyle he fought for had nearly killed him. But that still did not stop him from throwing ragers at his mansion and getting 4 years without a full-length release. Sean came back with his 3rd album, Back to Life, in 2013. The album had a standout single, Beat It, featuring Chris Brown and Wiz Khalifa, started at 52. Although the full-length LP failed to even touch the Billboard 200 charts and received generally negative reviews from critics. And this isn't surprising considering Sean is more of a singles artist. He wasn't known for cohesive and immersive albums like Kanye West or even Chris Brown, who built bodies of work that fans consumed from front to back. Sean's success lived and died on the strength of singles, songs that dominated radio, lit up the clubs, and soundtracked the summer. And that's the danger of being a singles-driven artist. You need a constant stream of hits to stay relevant. Every summer, every radio cycle, every club, you have to deliver another anthem or the industry moves on. It had been 6 years since his peak, and Sean was not able to keep up with the modern club sound. But that doesn't sleeping in his car. It's a lasting legacy and generational wealth for himself and his family. Even then, he still had a loyal audience willing to follow his journey and the skills to continue writing music for himself and other artists. But it wasn't necessarily just about the money for Sean, it was about the status. the luxuries. And now that he was losing that, he became desperate and would embark on a life of crime just to maintain this lifestyle. Early cracks began to show in 2012 when it was revealed that Sean owed over $130,000 to the IRS after failing to pay his taxes in 2009. Of course, rappers and hip-hop artists aren't particularly known for their love of paying taxes, but headlines discussing Sean's finances became more pervasive than headlines about his music, like when he had a run-in with law enforcement in the Dominican Republic in March of 2014. Hoping to have a fun Saturday night, Sean and his friends went to a nightclub called Euphoria, where they ran up a nearly $9,000 tab buying drinks and smoking hookahs. When the night came to an end, Sean and his crew left without paying the bill, and the employees promptly called the police. Local law enforcement was able to track down Sean and his friends and inform them that if they didn't pay their bill, they would be arrested and forbidden to leave the country. Sean was deeply apologetic and explained that the managers had promised to take care of him and assumed that meant his service would be complimentary. He returned later that night and paid the tab in full. Now, of course, this could have been just a big misunderstanding. However, you will notice that even small things like this were an insight into Sean's sneaky, scammy, sinister pattern of behavior. A few months later, in
Yeah,
August,
if I had
Sean
money
was
like that,
sued
like
for
I
$1
wouldn't, I don't
million
know.
by a
Personally, I just
jewelry
don't think I'd be
seller
letting
named
people pick
Avi
up
the
$8,000
Jeweler. The two
bills
had
for
a
me.
business relationship dating all the way back to 2008, where Sean had picked up a bunch of different jewelry items, including a $35,000 44-karat watch, a $150,000 custom pendant with his initials, and a diamond-encrusted Jesus piece, with the total price being over $200,000. Avi was given 7 different checks that were supposed to cover all the costs, but they all bounced when he tried to cash them out. Sean had also borrowed a $12,000 ring, and he never returned it, bringing the grand total to approximately $226K, but Avi wanted more in punitive damages. And even though initially Sean and his team said that this was just incorrect, they never even bothered to fight the lawsuit, resulting in the judge defaulting on the case and ordered him to pay out $356,000 in damages to Avi. Now, losing out on money like that should have taught Sean a valuable lesson, but things only managed to get worse, and his run-ins with jewelers became more and more frequent and somehow more bizarre. Sean filed a report to the Los Angeles Police Department alleging that he had been kidnapped during a jewelry deal gone wrong. After getting a $225,000 watch from a business called Avion Jewelers, Sean got a bad case of buyer's remorse. He paid out $185K worth of installments before refusing to pay another cent, believing that the watch he bought wasn't worth the price that he was being charged. This obviously caused conflict between him and the jeweler, so they decided to set up an in-person meeting to solve the issue. And like most legitimate business deals, the meeting took place in a downtown Los Angeles parking lot on a random Tuesday night at 2 in the morning. What could possibly go wrong? Sean got in the car with the intention of returning the watch and swapping it for a different piece. That's when one of the jeweler's crew members snatched the watch from his hands, locked the car, drove him away from the parking lot, and dumped him in a back alley. Sean tweeted, "Love all the fans, I'm okay and safe. It just hurts to work so hard for something and have someone thinking they can just take it from you." While this seems like wise words we can all agree with, this is incredibly ironic coming from the guy who is
he's
actively
scamming.
entrenched in a life of scamming others.
Scamming.
However, when Sean tried to pursue justice through the legal system, the investigating officers found the entire situation to be extremely suspicious and felt that the case was best suited for a civil court. But Sean decided he wasn't going to take the case to court, and that seems strange on the surface. Then it starts to make sense when you take a closer look. You see, rumors about Sean's potential financial struggles had been rising.
This is where
around
people
the
go
time
wrong.
his Bentley,
This is where
G-Wagon,
people
and
go wrong.
Lamborghini were
People get rich and they invest millions and millions of dollars into things that they don't actually care about. Like, you know who actually cares about cars? Jay Leno. You know what I'm saying? You look at his car collection, it's vast. There's a lot of different cars. So to me, it's worth it. Right? It's worth it. He loves cars. If you don't love cars, stop spending millions of dollars on cars just to show other people I have this car. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're not gonna love the thing that you have. It's not gonna seem worth it. It's just gonna cause you pain because the only reason that you have it is to show other people you have it, and that's never a good reason. Buy something you like. Buy things you're interested in. I would buy cars, not Bentleys and shit like that. Probably have a nice Sylvia S15 outside. Probably a AE86. Supra. A GR86.
possessed. It became even more clear that Sean was in a tough spot after he got sued by his
All
own
those cars
lawyer.
together probably
Supposedly,
don't cost
Sean
as
had
much as
racked up
one
a
of those Bentleys.
$17,000 bill from James Gangitano for legal services provided sometime in May of 2013. Now, being broke and trying to get one over on a jewelry dealer, it almost makes sense. But scamming your own lawyer takes a special kind of stupid. With his repossessed sports cars and seemingly an empty bank account, Sean had hit rock bottom financially.
Get a better basketball
Now,
hoop
he
too,
was in
buddy.
too deep. Watching everything he built slip away only inspired him to do whatever he could to maintain this flashy rapper lifestyle. He kept scamming, and he kept getting sued for it. In March of 2016, a new lawsuit against Sean was filed by Haymoff Jewelers. Sean had traded in a used Rolex for a new $59,000 watch and a $19,000 bracelet, but never paid off the remaining $25,000 balance, despite promising to pay the next day. Judge ruled in the jeweler's favor and ordered Sean to pay out $44,000 in restitution. From here, Sean just kept racking up lawsuits like it was his full-time job. August of 2016, he was sued by another New York City jeweler named Aquamaster, who alleged that he had a $300,000
Yeah, like at what point do you
tab
just
that had
stop getting
gone paid.
jewelry?
After picking up 9 different pieces of jewelry,
It's not
he
working
claimed
out.
his manager would send a wire transfer for the full amount. Instead, they received 2 checks, both of which bounced. Sean got sued by yet another jeweler in April of 2017 who claimed that Sean bought a $46,000 Rolex with 10 grand up front, but sent checks for the remaining amount that also ended up bouncing. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record with me basically telling the same story over and over again, but that's just the reality of Sean Kingston's
Bro,
life.
who
at this
gives a
point.
fuck
He'd been
about
over
shiny
since beautiful
rocks?
girls
Alright.
had top-
Cars, like, even if you hate car, like, even if you're not a car guy, like, and buying millions of dollars worth of cars just to show other people, like, you can at least drive your car. You know what I'm saying? You can at least have, so even if you don't like cars, like, driving a Lamborghini's fun. You know what I mean? Shiny rocks, dude. I'm not saying I wouldn't get any jewelry, but, like, they're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars in shiny rocks. Like, what are we talking about? Who cares about that? It's so stupid. And now he's in jail, life ruined, reputation ruined. Maybe he's got that shit Cam Patterson got. He just really likes rocks.
top of the charts, and now the only thing being discussed in interviews were his legal troubles.
Different situations as far as your jury, right? That, like, of course, all the jewelers seem to always be coming after you with lawsuits and things like that. Like, why is it that they keep on coming after you? Always some tricky stuff to it. Like, what is going on with that?
I have paperwork with every jeweler that I ever did business with. When I go to a jeweler, I say, okay, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that.
Yeah.
And they'll say, okay, 350,000. My bad. It'll come to more than 350. It'll come to like 3 something, like 380. I'll give them 350, and they'll say you have a balance, so the rest of the 30,000 you're gonna do in payments. If I'm late on one payment, it's not I'm late on the payment because I don't have the money to pay you. I'm late on the payment because my mom handles my business and she's all over the place doing a million things at once because I don't have a business manager. So when I'm late on that payment, it's not like I can't pay.
But like logically, right? Rather than spending $350,000 at a time on shiny rocks, get a business manager.
For it, no, the money is there. You know what I'm saying? Like I live in a house, I pay.
I don't know,
That's over $300,000.
That's how I feel about
You
it.
do have an elevator in your crib.
I
and
do
stuff.
have an elevator in my crib, so
Instead of getting an elevator into your crib, get a business manager.
how is Sean Kingston broke? I have 4 properties I own in Port St. Lucie. One in Tampa, 3 in.
And that right there would be my. I know I just paused it 3 times in a row. That would be my first sign that this dude is straight up scamming. If I was interviewing with him, is it's not like, hey, my reputation, I'm not scamming people, I'm trying to do the right thing, this is happening. It's like, nah, I'm not broke. How am I broke? I got an elevator in my crib. Idiot. Dummy.
Port St. Lucie, Florida. Like I have
Ugly.
money coming in, but it's just that these people are
Should have just kept
very,
singing.
very, and no disrespect to jewelers, but they are very, very money hungry, and they only look at clients as a dollar sign, and that's not right.
Sean's life at this point is essentially trying to prove to
Bro, what does he mean? You're buying jewelry. You're buying shiny rocks and gold that somebody put together so you can wear on your body to signify to other people that you have a lot of money. The type of people involved in that business don't care about you, brother. They don't give a fuck about you, brother. This guy is like, he's like indignant. Like he went to the hospital and they were like, all right, buddy, you're just a dollar sign. Like, all right, then I can get it. Like, hey, let's get some treatment and then we can talk about money. But it's like you're going and dealing with people who move jewelry. Like they don't give a fuck about you, dog. Johnny Dang doesn't care about you, dog. Like, what are we? This guy right here, you probably known him your whole life. I don't even know. He doesn't care about you.
Anyone and everyone that he is good for the money. But we know that was a lie. During the court trial with his former lawyer, Sean was ordered to reveal all of his personal financial information. Within these court documents, Sean confessed that he owned no property or vehicles and was currently living with his mother. His bank statement showed one account with only $6.96 and two other accounts that were both in the negative. Sean was broke, but that didn't mean he was exempt from future litigation. A judge ordered Sean to pay out another $300,000 to settle his case with Aquamaster Jeweler. It was also reported in late 2020 that a warrant was placed for Sean's arrest on charges of grand theft after failing to pay for jewelry that was delivered to his home. Sean's legacy went from a chart-topping pop star to a relentless scammer. With no money and facing hundreds of thousands of dollars in court costs, it's a
This is
miracle
crazy.
that Sean wasn't locked up for skipping out on payments. It's also a miracle that he found a way to get one last chance to turn his life around, but he ruined it. Despite being irrelevant for a decade, he managed to sign a multi-million-dollar record deal with Empire Records.
You know what? I'm all cleared up. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe nobody no jewelry. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got like I said, I did a $4.2 million deal with Empire. You know what I mean? And I'm blessed.
And another thing too, when we talk about like,
and as soon as I got that, I started clearing up all this because I ain't want no karma. I believe in karma and I believe in doing. You feel me? So I made sure the first thing I did was
This is
just
crazy.
clean up a lot of the stuff that I needed to, you know.
Unsurprisingly, Sean's 2022 album, Road to Deliverance, saw no placements on the charts and next to no traction on streaming services. It was an utter failure.
I've never even heard of that.
He was able to use his record deal money to pay off his debts. Somehow, throughout all these scams, he was able to avoid jail or brutal retaliation from someone he wronged. But the pressure
Yeah, avoided
to
a
maintain
gym
this
membership,
rapper
too.
lifestyle was too high.
No
Sean
disrespect.
had grown too comfortable with the jewelry, the expensive nightclubs.
Bro, he looks like
and
he looks like a baby that just got bigger.
the beach. At first, it seemed like a little tax slip up, a nightclub misunderstanding, or a bad deal with a jeweler. But the pattern became undeniable. He had gotten away with it for far too long, and that desperation eventually led him to the one place he thought he'd never be, in federal prison.
Now, a very active scene outside of a home connected to
Imagine in prison getting tried for some dumb shit and Sean Kingston's in front of you. You'd just be like, bro, you're... What are you doing here?
The indictment alleges a pattern of behavior from April of 2023 to March of 2024 in which Sean and his mother intentionally defrauded a handful of different businesses with false promises and forged wire transfers. It claims that Sean would reach out to various businesses through social media platforms like Instagram and use his status as a celebrity to persuade the businesses to make special exceptions for him, typically in the form of discounts, lowered down payments, or simply allowing him to pay for the products after they were provided. They would send forged documents under the guise of legitimate bank transfer receipts before ignoring and disregarding future requests for payment. Most notable of these at the time was his defrauding of Verver Entertainment, which supplied Sean with a 232-inch color.
My thing is, like, didn't he already try this, though? With the jewelry? Did he not? I don't understand. Like, does he think, like, he's gonna, like, do this and lie to these people, and they're just gonna be like, he got us. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what the end game is for him. Like, they're obviously gonna come back after you. Like, I don't get it.
Fossil TV and surround sound system.
Once,
one
all right,
which he
maybe you
never
think
paid
you're
for.
smarter, but
Reached out
2,
to the
3,
company
4,
in
5,
September
6, 7, 8 times. Like, when are you just gonna realize they're coming for the money?
They had for his house and claimed it was going to be featured in an upcoming music video with Justin Bieber. Sean told the business owner, Ariel Mateos, "We're gonna go viral and shut the internet down. I hope you're ready. Watch how many new customers you get from doing this with me. Mark my words, your life is gonna change after this. Watch and see, my brother." The full agreement was for Sean to pay $47,000 upon completion information, receiving a social media agreement discount with a smaller down payment of just $30,000. Ariel and his crew began installing the TV and sound system in Sean's home, providing updates over text, and fully completed the project on December 17th. However, as days went by, Ariel tried to get in contact with Sean, but was ignored. On the off chance Sean did respond, he would just make excuses and try to brush the conversation away. Ariel was growing rightfully impatient. Not getting paid for your services would be more than enough to frustrate someone, but he also needed to pay his manufacturers for the materials used for the TV, and he was running out of time. Eventually, Sean sent a document that appeared to be a bank transfer for $40,000, although this was still $7,000 short of their agreement, but it didn't even matter anyways because this document was completely forged and the wire never hit Ariel's bank account. Sean invited Ariel and his team over 2 separate times to pick up a check for the money, but turned away both times by his cousin, who claimed that no one was home. Ariel was in frequent contact with Sean's mother as well, who was also being difficult to work with and delaying payment. After over a month, countless false promises, and $47,000 left unpaid, Ariel's patience had officially run out. He writes, "I'm suing you all. Sean is a scammer, and not a very smart one. My lawyer has everything ready to file. I'm suing everyone, and we will make it public. There are no more chances. You won't play with our time anymore. You will pay up to the last penny, the full price of the screen, without any discount, as you also breached the part where you were supposed to promote and advertise for us. We trusted in Sean. We waited more than we should." And while Ariel was filing that lawsuit, Sean would get wrapped up in another one for doing basically the exact same thing. In March of 2024, Sean reached out to Andriy Nikolenko asking to purchase a watch listed at $342,000. He promised to pay with a wire transfer the same day he got the watch, and Andriy generously offered him a complimentary Rolex watch on top of the Richard Mille he was purchasing. Sean also mentions that he was shooting a music video with Justin Bieber, suggesting that he possibly would be interested in shopping with the jeweler. And at this point, Justin Bieber's got to sue Sean Kingston.
Yeah, this is
Bro
crazy.
worked with him one time 15 years ago, and he was scamming people for TVs and watches over it. Sean was excited about the potential business relationship he was creating and called Andriy a brother for life,
What are you looking for?
offering loyalty and promising to take his company to the next level. He even promised that Justin Bieber would be purchasing stuff from his store that weekend. He even went as far to promise that Sean would only purchase watches from him moving forward, but of course, this was all a lie. Sean decided to put in orders for more extremely expensive watches, bringing the grand total to $480,000, which Sean's mother supposedly
Shiny
paid for
rocks
by providing
again.
proof of a Bank of America.
And now we get to the watch thing, buddy. You got a phone? Tell the
transfer
time there.
statement. Take a look at Sean's
This is
manipulative
ridiculous.
behavior here. You can see he's making demands to make sure the watch is perfect. But bro, please let this watch fit tomorrow, lengthwise. Dealer says 44mm will be there tomorrow. I know, I'm saying I hope the links fit my wrist size, brother. Dealer says everything will be perfect. Then he lets Sean know that he needs the money so he can pay his suppliers, because they will not provide him with watches anymore if he doesn't pay them. Sean says, "King, I trusted you. Please do the same. Please, I won't let you down. I believe in God. Payment will not be an issue. I got you. I told you this from the start. I'm with you, Papa. You're my brother. I will never hurt you. Bring my AP tomorrow and we'll close it out tomorrow. Mom and Ryan will pay you. Love you for life. See you tomorrow." This is the type of relationship that Sean had with Andriy and probably all of his other jewelry dealers. And much like all the others, Andriy finally had his tipping point. He said, "Listen to me. Tell your lawyer and don't forget to pay him. Soon you'll be talking to him through bars, asking him to defend you from federal charges. Your mama gave a fake bank receipt and you are holding watches that don't belong to you. There are 3 cases already, so the next step is the media and the news. You messed with the wrong people." It seemed like Andriy had finally found out that Sean had 3 separate cases against him that were already pending from him scamming all these different people. These cases are all extremely similar in nature. You know, he's promising to work with Justin Bieber, he's promising promotion, and he's saying, "Oh, I'm a millionaire, I got you, oh, I love you, you're my friend, you're my brother." So I'll spare you all the tiny details, but this is kind of the spark notes. Sean sent a receipt from First Republic Bank totaling $50,000 for a vehicle. He sent a $285,000 Bank of America receipt for a watch, and a nearly $160,000 wire transfer receipt for another luxury car. All of these documents were fake, and all of the victims filed lawsuits. Sean even scammed a company called Murray out of an $86,000 custom bed. When Sean was running out on bar tabs and sending bounce checks to jewelers back in 2018, 2014, you could have made the argument that they were just simple mistakes. But now it was clear that Sean wasn't just forgetful or unorganized with his finances. All of this was calculated. This explains why the raid didn't just end in arrests, it resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stolen goods being removed from the home. Sean knew what he was doing, and he thought he could get away with it forever. The investigation also allowed authorities to search through both Sean and his mother's phones, revealing their behind-the-scenes operations. So if you still had any doubt that any of this wasn't intentional, this will easily put those thoughts to rest. His mother writes, "Lawyer said if one more jeweler says anything, they will treat it as a criminal case. You owe 4 new jewelers and ain't got no money for no more. Please do this last one, mother. I'ma give you other watches back. But I don't have money to pay, dude, Sean. It's 120K. What's up with you and all this jewelry, bro? Focus on your craft. All 36 songs gotta be turned in by December 31st and you only have 18, while you're worried about watches." These conversations give a good look into the dynamic of Sean and his mother, allowing us to speculate on how they got to this point. I find it hilarious that even his mom is like, alright, we gotta chill, bro. Like, get in the booth, bro. Get in the studio. Make some songs. Then again, considering Janice's previous convictions relating to bank fraud and filing false documents, she may have been running the show. She knew he was clearly addicted to scamming and acquiring all of these luxury things that he did not need, but since she was highly experienced in forging documents, she helped him get his fix. Therefore, she's complicit and just as guilty as him. She worked with 2 individuals named Mark Mosqueda and another named Ryan Music that she facilitated these forged documents with. Within these conversations, she made her
This is
intentions
crazy,
very clear
bro.
with her it was a shady business. Can you do this receipt so I can have them leave me the F alone? Do Bank of America, 285K. It's my people. Just to shut him up. The evidence couldn't be any more clear. Both Sean and his mother Janice willingly and intentionally scammed a plethora of different business owners with false promises and forged documents. They were found guilty for a heap of different financial crimes. Janice was sentenced to 5 years in prison with 3 years of probation, and Sean was sentenced to 42 months or 3.5 years behind bars. A heartbroken Sean Kingston burst into tears as U.S. Marshals took his
Dude,
mother
I
into
can't.
custody.
You shouldn't. All the money that he's scamming, all this bullshit that's going on with all this money. How many people could have benefited from that money? How many families, how many kids, how many impoverished communities could have seen significant improvements with that money? And it's like this dude is scamming people out of it and doing different. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It should be more than 42 months. Like, how many times you got to prove that you're a piece of shit person who's willing to take advantage of other people and potentially ruin their life and their reputation in order to get your own, like, selfish gain for shiny rocks, right? Not medicine. Your mom's not dying. You're not stealing food from the grocery store to feed your family. Like, it's not that. It's you're obsessed with watches and diamonds, and you're scamming hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of them. Like, put this man away forever. Like, give him 10 years. Give him 15 years. Like, he's a piece of shit. We're way too light on crime, man. It's crazy.
Begging them to protect her. Sean's legal representation chalked up the situation to his ignorance on money management and claimed that he was addicted to buying jewelry. Of course, none of these are valid excuses. When you're addicted, you go to rehab. When you have a lot of money, you hire someone to help manage it. And when you have no money, you either cope with the fact that you can no longer afford luxuries, or you go get your bread up. Time and time again, he lied to people's faces, scammed hardworking business owners, and forged documents just to surround himself with meaningless possessions. Watches, chains, giant TVs, luxury beds. It was about ego, about clinging on to an image he could no longer afford. And because Sean built his life on exploiting trust for shallow status symbols, it's no surprise that nobody cares about his downfall. So when he finally landed himself in jail, it wasn't shocking, it wasn't tragic, it was the inevitable conclusion of someone who got exactly what they deserved.
He did deserve it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I think I streamed almost 4 hours in total today, something like that, between the 2 streams. I accidentally cut off one earlier. But I'll probably be back later. I'm gonna record some videos. I have some shit I gotta edit, and then maybe I'll stream tonight or something. All right, peace out.